Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video I'll be talking about the most important tips and tricks for your Oppo K1. By the way guys, in this video I'll be just talking about few important tips and tricks. If you want to know about all the features offered by this phone, check out my video on best features of Oppo K1, link is in the description. Now with that said, first I want to show you how you can enable gestures on your Oppo K1. For that you need to go to settings, scroll down a bit and select smart and convenient, and then select navigation keys. Now from this place you can reorder this navigation bar. You can put the back button on the left side and recent apps on the right side, or else you can switch to the swipe up gestures just by doing that. Now you have all these gestures, but the first one is the best one. Now once you have enabled it, you can swipe from the right side or left side to go back, swipe from the center to go home, swipe and hold for recent apps. Now if you're using these gestures, we don't have any kind of gesture to trigger Google Assistant, but luckily we have a shortcut to use the power button. Once again, to enable it, go to smart and convenient, then enable this toggle. Now once you do that, you can press and hold the power button like half a second to trigger Google Assistant. What's the weather like?
Right now in Hyderabad it's 102 and mostly sunny.
So there you go, that's Google Assistant. We can trigger it just by pressing the power button, and if you press and hold it for like 3 seconds, it'll trigger your power options. There you go. Next I'll show you some screen off gestures. To enable them, once again go to smart and convenient, then select gesture motion, then select screen off gestures. Now these are all the gestures we have. Double tap to wake, and once you have enabled it, you can simply double tap the screen to wake it up. If you are using face unlock feature, double tapping the screen wakes the display, and when your phone sees your face, it immediately unlocks the phone. It gives you a much more immersive experience just for unlocking the phone. Next we have draw O to start the camera application. So just enable that feature and draw an O when the screen is off to open the camera application instantly. Next we have draw V to turn on the flash. It's not toggle flash, it simply turns on the flash. So I can do a V gesture, it turns on the flash. To turn it off, I need to press the power button once. So once we do that, flash will be turned off. Next we have music controls. We can play and pause music, go to the next track and previous track. And if you want some custom actions like draw M to open any application, you can do it from here. And these are some more screen off gestures. Now in the same gesture and motion settings, we also have something called raise to turn on the screen. Now once you have enabled this feature, you can simply raise your phone and display lights up, once again sees your face and unlocks the phone. So every time your phone is on a flat surface, you can simply pick it up and the screen lights up, and if it sees your face, it unlocks the phone immediately. Once again, it gives you a bit more immersive experience, but sometimes it can be a little annoying. Next I'll show you how you can use split screen mode on this phone. Normally on any phone you can press and hold the recent apps button and it opens the current application in split screen mode, and you can select the second application from the list below. Now for some reason, if that's not working for you on your phone, you need to go to settings and then select app split screen and then enable this toggle. Now once you do that, you can press and hold the recent apps button to open split screen mode. On Oppo phones we also have the 3-finger gesture to open split screen mode, so if you want to use it, make sure this toggle is enabled. Now once you're done, you can swipe up using 3 fingers to open split screen mode. Once again, you can select the secondary application from here, or else you can go to the home screen and you can select the secondary application from here. So that's the split screen mode, and that's the 3-finger gesture that you can use to open split screen mode. Next I'll show you some camera gestures. So this is a camera application, and first we have tap to take picture. So first click this button over here and select tap. Now you can simply tap the screen to take a picture. Now for selfies, we also have another gesture where we can show a palm to take a picture. So here we go. Once you show the palm, your phone will take a picture in 2 seconds. So here's a preview once again, and it works really well, and it's quite useful for taking selfies. Next I'll show you how to take a screenshot. Now on this phone or any other Android phone, if you want to take a screenshot, you can press the volume down and power button both at the same time to take the screenshot. Just do that and your phone will take a screenshot. Now for some reason, if that's a bit difficult for you, you also have the 3-finger screenshot gesture. So it is enabled by default, but for some reason if it doesn't work, this is what you need to do. Select smart and convenient, select gesture and motion, and then enable this 3-finger screenshot option. Now once you do that, you can swipe down using 3 fingers to take a screenshot. It works everywhere and it is super simple. Just swipe down using 3 fingers to take a screenshot. Next, if you want to take a longer screenshot, maybe of a web page or an application where you have a lot of information, this is what you need to do. First, take a regular screenshot. You can either use the buttons or the gesture. I'll use the gesture because I'm super lazy. Then click this button. Now slowly swipe up. While you're doing it, the page will be scanned and stitched together. And if you're done in between, just click done and you'll get the long screenshot. So here you go, this is the long screenshot. Next, this phone has an awesome feature called Smart Protection, which probably no other phone offers. So to enable it, go to Settings, then select Security, then select Protect Personal Information. Now this is a smart protection feature where you can give fake information to applications. Now let's select Contacts. Now all these applications are trying to access your contacts. So let's say WhatsApp or Facebook tries to read your contacts. That might make sense because it's trying to find your friends. But why do apps like Flipkart or Amazon need your contact details? That just doesn't make any sense. So once you enable this toggle, every time Amazon tries to read your contact list, it will be given a fake data or an empty data. So that's the use of this protection feature, and this is probably the only phone, or Oppo phones and Realme phones are the only phones that offer you this feature. Now going on next, I'll show you how you can change your default launcher, default messaging application and so on this phone. So if you want to do that, you need to go to Settings, then scroll to the bottom, then select App Management. Now select Default App Management. From here you can change your default launcher, default messaging application, default browser, I'll set it to Google Chrome. And you can also change your default music player, video player and so on. So this is definitely something you should try and you should configure to have a much better experience. Now for some minor tips, go to Settings and select Notification Status Bar. If you want to display network usage on the status bar or in the notification area, enable this toggle. So once you do that, you can see the network usage on the status bar. Next, if you want to display battery percentage on the status bar, enable this toggle. Next, if you want to block banner notifications while playing games, especially in landscape mode, maybe PUBG or something, you don't want to be disturbed by all those heads-up notifications, make sure you disable this toggle. Now, one of the most new features on this phone is this new sidebar. You can access it from here when your phone is in portrait mode, and let's say you're playing a game, say like PUBG, then you can access it by swiping near the notch area and you get all these options. Now this is the sidebar and you get 3 sections. First section has just the file manager and camera application. If you select file manager, it just opens a floating window and you can share files immediately from here. Next we have the camera application shortcut. This is just a shortcut, you can simply touch it to open the camera application. Next we have some quick actions like taking a screenshot. We can also start and stop video recording. So now video recording has started, and to stop it you can also do it from here. Next we have the option to block banner notifications. So once you do that, all the banner notifications will be disabled or hidden. Next, these are some regular applications. Once you click them, it opens up as a full application or as a floating application. Now you can edit this list by just long pressing any icon. Now if you want to remove any one of them, you can click this minus button, and if you want to add any more, click this plus button and those applications will be added to this list. And as you can see, only 6 applications can be put on a page, and you have multiple pages support as well. So this is the new sidebar, and this is one of the few phones that is actually using the area near the notch. So once you swipe from the notch area, you get to see the sidebar. So this is the only phone that's doing that. Next, this phone has an awesome feature called Wi-Fi tethering. So to access it, go to other wireless connections, then select Wi-Fi tethering, and you can enable it from here. Now this feature allows you to share your existing Wi-Fi connection to multiple devices. Let's say you're in a hotel or airport or anywhere where you're given internet connection to one device. Now using this feature, you can share that single connection to multiple devices. Next, if you want to record calls automatically on your phone, go to Settings, scroll to the bottom, select System Apps, then select Calls. Now select Call Recording. Now once you enable this particular toggle, all the calls will be recorded automatically on your phone. Now the most highlighting feature of this phone is the in-display fingerprint scanner. So when I place my finger, this is the animation that you see. If you want to change this animation, this is what you need to do. Go to Settings, then select Fingerprint, Face and Password. Next select Fingerprint, enter your password, and over here you have animation style. This phone has 3 different animations and you can select the one that you like the most. So I can just select that, go back a step, and now that animation will be applied. There you go. Now in the same page you also have this option that says display fingerprint icon when the screen is off. So once you enable this toggle, when the display is locked, you can see the fingerprint icon near the fingerprint area. Now even when the display is turned off, you can simply place your finger on the fingerprint scanner to unlock the phone quickly. Now if this toggle is turned off, you won't see the fingerprint location when the display is turned off. So first you need to press the power button or wake it up, and then place the finger and unlock the phone. Now this is the lock screen, and whenever I try to use the fingerprint scanner, we get this sound, and for some reason if you don't want to hear that sound anymore, you can disable it from here. Go to Settings, then select Sound and Vibration, scroll to the bottom and disable this toggle. Once you do that, you won't hear the animation sound, whenever you use the fingerprint. That's just the lock screen sound. If you don't want to hear the lock screen sound as well, you can disable it from here. Now everything will be silent, like that. Now finally, if you're someone who likes to use an OTG pendrive on this phone, it doesn't work right out of the box. You need to go to settings, then select additional settings and enable this toggle OTG connection for it to work. So every time you want to connect an OTG pendrive, make sure this toggle is enabled, and after that, insert your OTG pendrive. So guys, those were the most important tips and tricks for your Oppo K1. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video, and definitely check out my video on best features. Link is in the description. By the way guys, if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel, and if you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.